Who knew?
Fuck it, we'll do it live. All right.
Every time I do something live, I'm like, fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah, that's one of those things that just like drills itself into your head. Good old angry Bill O'Reilly. All right.
So you want to introduce things? Yeah, you get it's your stream.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's my stream, but it's your game. So, hey everyone, This is session 2 of playtesting Quoll. Quoll is a game that Chimerror is making.
That's me.
Yep. I guess this is a alpha build, more or less.
This is an alpha build. I consider it such because there's so much content missing. So I can go ahead and warn you the areas we're about to be in. I did not even you saw how much was missing in the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even try here because I really just want to see how the game mechanics work and not you putting my hoodie in the sink
and then into the freezer.
And then to the freezer after running water over it.
And then leaving every sink in your apartment running as I leave that reality. Yeah. It's like, not my problem anymore. Bye-bye.
I already thought about it because I've had to get a speed run for the apartment down.
Oh, yeah.
And so I open the fridge and I get the soda. I'm like, no, I could skip a turn by not closing the fridge. But that would be wrong.
This would be way, way, way down on the list of priorities. But if you get to a point where you're complete and you feel like you have enough energy to include Easter eggs and stuff, you should just code in little, I don't know, consequences for leaving things open or leaving the sink running, stuff like that.
No.
Yeah, that's
actually no. Yeah, as I mentioned, so yesterday one of the things I did is I was going to make pillars and values, and I had it all written up, and then I accidentally deleted it. But I think one of the important things, it actually is a perfect way, and I was going to do this anyway, is just the simple idea that Ada will realize this, and that will impact her trust level with the player.
Oh, I like that.
And that was my intention for doing it. So not an Easter egg. That I actually intended to me, that's one of the main mechanics I want to work on.
Awesome. So she really is kind of like the Kim.
Yes.
To my Harry.
Yes.
All right.
And I like it because it's impossible. She has to have someone who's not going to just be affected by the reality changes.
Yeah.
So here's you, because it can't be Blitz.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, this is a text adventure, kind of in the I guess tradition of Zork and stuff like that, but with a very interesting twist, which the very interesting mechanic that has been described to me a lot, and I've read a little bit about it, but I haven't actually touched it yet. So that's something that we'll get into today. Yeah, is there anything else about the game you want to mention?
No. I mean, we should probably drop a link at some point, but we can do it at the end of the stream.
I'm gonna do that right now. Actually, hold on. All right. So there's the link in chat. It's Quoll QUOLL-alpha.netlify.app/playonline. And yes, you heard right. That's .app.
.app. That's what all the best are on.
It's one of those. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I always want to point out that Quoll is a code name. This is not going to be a file name of the game, but that's how it is.
Cool. All right. So story-wise, we have
So we were in the apartment, and I opened a portal to no reference exception, and just generally go ahead and check how the player is kind of understanding this whole process.
Mm-hmm.
Very gremlin, and now we've gone into Glitch's non-breaking space, where we're going to learn the actual magic of chronomancy.
Yep.
However, the first thing, having just arrived to a new subreality, I really feel like I should take a quick inventory and examine myself before wandering around.
All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Inventory.
I am carrying my college-era flip phone, a Glitch-Tech collegiate hoodie, being worn, Zoe the Saffron Lemur, Valerie the Great Cobra, Sandy the Fern Dragon, Autumn the Pear Mouse, some magnets with our faces drawn on them, a postcard from North Carolina, a pair of earbuds, Preston the Orange Pig.
Oh, Preston came with.
My stuff changed because when we're doing this for real, I'll be... We did it one. You sacrificed Malachi.
Yeah.
So you picked up Preston just fine. Yeah. There's a bug. That was an actual bug. You worried me for a second.
Interesting.
That the plus you sacrificed showed up here.
Interesting.
I see. My stuff changed because when we're doing this for real, I'll be in my body then. And I'll only have access to stuff I had then. Like my old flip phone. And I wasn't wearing this Glitch-Tech hoodie before. I should probably examine the phone and see if it has any useful apps. But I don't have to do that immediately.
Alrighty. Yeah, we'll take a look at the phone after we take a look at ourselves. Whoa, okay.
Okay, it's not too weird, I guess. Let me see if I can get past me and describe myself. Should just show up in italics for you. I'm wearing my bulky, cute purple college hoodie, like some super cute blue jeans, and my hair done up like always in braids with pink beads. And like I have the same old dark black fur with a few white stripes running down from my head all the way down my back and tail. You know, as expected. Oh, though, and this is so cool, there's some bright teal streaks down the stripes of my tail from like a few months ago after losing a bet with Malcolm. And like, it took forever to get bushy for a dye, but the effect is great. It's like an effect or something. Anyway, I'm pretty relaxed. Oh, and I got a pair of cute pink sneakers on my paws. Just picked them up a week ago. Yeah, see, I myself am aware I was not a skunk anthro, or a human, but not my past self. Listen, I know that can be confusing, so I'll defer to pass me sparingly. Okay, thanks for making me take that little sandy check. We can move on and explore the rest of this place.
Okay. Let's take a look at the phone.
I guess I can nail this down to 2004. This is my first actual smartphone, which was bleeding edge, but it feels so small compared to the phone I was using in the apartment. It doesn't have a touchscreen nor a full keyboard, but there are some arrow keys above the normal 9 phone buttons that let me move around the menus, and a button to click a selection. I'm on the home view for all the apps. There's a whole lot less than there was on the old phone, which is newer than this new one, which is old. My to-do list is still there, but there's only 2 other programs. One named Carter Funds that seems to be a fun space map, and one named You Reckon that seems to be a propositional reckoning viewer. Carter Funds will be a way to get a good overhead view of the space we'll be running our program into, like we saw in the SGL programming tutorial. And if I remember correctly, You Reckon should show us the current propositions, manifestations, and premises of reality. Our program will change the states of propositions, resulting in different manifestations, or bounded by the premises. Probably don't need to get into either of those right away, mind you. Just tell me to click either program to move to that app. A lot of this thing is still useful, but like I totally missed the old phone.
I just want to test something. Okay. Still have to be careful where I click. Okay. Let's see. So
I'm Johnny Leonin. Damn vocal for that.
all right. So we've got to-do list, fun space map, and propositional reckoning viewer. Let's check the to-do first. Wait.
It'd be a click.
Oh, right. Whoop, that's not.
Okay, I opened the to-do list app. The phone is on the to-do list app. I will add to and update this list automatically as we progress. Here's the list with check mark meaning it's done and minus meaning it's not done. Do an initial sanity check on myself in my inventory. Get the instructions for the 0th exercise from Glitch. Find an unreticulated spot. I can tap back to the home view if you need me to look at another app.
Is that deliberate? Tap versus click?
So, no.
Okay.
Basically, the reason why I know of this issue here, because like I said, it should be cool. You should use different verbs for the phone. If it's going to be like this old smartphone, you should use click instead of tap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they just resolve to the same verb, like action, so I don't have to change anything, but like I just thought it was a nice stylistic thing.
Yeah, it is
So,
nice.
So however,
But my verisimilitude.
For me to do that, I would have. So you see how I have tap here in capital letters? So when I write this out, I need to have some code that grabs the current phone that Ada has. And I need to take that phone and I need to look at it. But really what I'm doing there's software in the background that's running on the phone. And in the software, I'm like, hey, what am I running on? And then I can look at the phone and say, what verb should I use here?
Oh, okay.
However, if I were to do that check, I would cause all my random tests to fail because I can't. There's no verb. There's no phrase in Inform 7 to get the quest to basically say, give me something if it exists or nothing if it does not. What you say is, give me a random something, and either you get it or you don't. But that's a real random number generator pool. And that breaks all the tests, just so I can say click here instead of tap. And so I just wrote my own, to do in the code. Get to this later, it will break all the tests.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, cool. All right, tap. I wonder, hold on. All right, cool. Yeah, so.
Okay, I'm back on the home view. I can click on to-dos, fun space map, or propositional reckoning viewer.
Click map. Haha, excellent.
Okay, I open corner funds, the fun space view mapper. The fund is on corner funds, which displays a map of the current state of fund space. According to the map legend, engraved sigils are displayed as uppercase Greek letters and inscribed sigils as lowercase Greek letters. Rules are displayed as either 1 if they are set to true or 0 if they are set to full. And empty cells are displayed as an interpunct. Interpunct? I can also click back home to look at other apps.
Okay, let me take a moment to look at this. Engraved sigils are the uppercase Greek letters.
Right now, everything should be engraved because we haven't gone to the fun space to actually engrave anything over yet.
Okay, so engraved versus inscribed. That's going to be a little. I feel like I'm going to mix that up, or I'm likely to mix that up because my brain at least kind of puts them both in the same category. So okay,
that makes sense. So inscribed basically, the difference is if it's engraved, it's chipped into
I know
the marble. Otherwise, it's just kind of magically done so with Ada's magic. My magic.
Okay, so bulls, one choose. Yeah, okay. Okay, so quick question for the developer. The formatting here, that's going to get spaced out here, right? In the future?
I'll probably go the other way and make this. The top one is what's broken here.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And I've noticed a lot because there's two different interpreters this can run in. You can either run this in the browser here, or you can run this in all the programs they have for text adventures like this.
Right. Okay.
And if you do that, I have to handle them differently because the way they print the Greek letters is different. Like here, they match with all the other letters.
Yeah.
And the interpreter, they're double space.
Huh.
And so my guess is the one at the top is running the interpreter code. And then every line after that is running non-interpreter code, so it looks fine.
Right. Okay. Cool. All right. Cool. All right. Click home. All right. Let's look around. Here we are.
Prexy dorm room. I'm in college bedroom. I am in my college bedroom in the Prexy alley of Ricketts house. Not much here besides my desk, bed, and TV. There's a balcony to the east I can step out on, and a door to the west. A drawing of my persona that I do not remember actually having this time is hanging on the wall above the bed. Looking at it makes me feel really odd.
Family love Michael. All right. this time around, I actually do kind of want to make a map because I can no longer rely on my mental map of your apartment, your old apartment. So
go for it. Go for it.
Prexy dorm, and then we've got there's an R in dorm. Balcony to the east, and door to the west. You know what? If I had thought about this, I could have totally had like a second display set up and be using the stylus and like drawing the map on screen. But
yeah, there's also like mapping apps. Like there's like mapping software you can use. Like if you use the interpreters, like I mentioned, like we'll have automatic mapping for you.
That's cool. Okay, I may have to look into that because, well, I don't know. We'll see. All right.
Luckily, there's not too many rooms in this case, but we'll see.
Okay, so this is where the map is so far. I don't know if that's seeable, but yeah. All right. Let's check out the balcony first. So east.
Prexy balcony to the skies all weird. I can see a spine pillar on which is an unarticulated spline here.
All right. So I do have to ask: is the to-do skies all weird? Is that the words?
That's me. That's me not having written it.
Okay.
That's not diegetic.
Okay. It's because like we're in null space, or we were in null space, and like I don't know what to expect right now. So is this like otherwise mostly a normal place, or is this also kind of like, or is that like spoilers?
Spoilers.
Gotcha. Okay. I could see a spline pillar. Look, spline.
The unarticulated spline. It is a bit hard to describe this. It is a physical object, yes, but it's also like an instance of mathematical concept at the same time. It is a spline. I hear you reticulate them.
Reticulate spline.
I think sadly I did not. That's not a verb I recognize. Yeah, I don't think I did. I haven't done it yet, but I have to do something here.
So transcript on? I just remembered. Is that what it is?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It should be transcript on. It doesn't matter. This won't get used.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yep.
So I'm not going to read every version of every extension.
I'm just gonna relook again. You don't have to reread. Take spline. Oh, cool.
Taking.
Eat spline.
That's plainly inedible. Warning: only 15 minutes remain in edible time chunk.
So I have 15 moves to do something. Okay. 15 minutes. All right. Let's go back into the...
Plan in progress saved. Thank you for using Reco Days Release.
All right, and now we're going to head out... Oh, wait, hold on. X for Sona. For Sonat. What am I doing?
Yeah, this is a rather spicy drama for Sona wearing nothing but lingerie. It feels off. The braids are there, the body shape is right, but rather than a skunk like my persona, she's a rat. Like, why would I want to have a thing up your tail and cream fur and just be vermin? I guess, like, people think skunks are pests too, but people are jerks. But then, why does this rat feel so familiar? And it's weird that Glitch would get a detail like that wrong. Glitch was there when I designed Psyche. She's always been a skunk, right?
Psyche.
I do remember Malia commissioned this for me, but that was much later than when I lived in this room. Might be something I should ask Glitch about.
Ask Glitch about Persona? Okay. I
can't see any such thing.
That was a Hail Mary, but all right, let's see. So there's the Persona bed.
There's nothing in here.
Okay.
You've seen everything.
Okay. We'll head west then. Whoa. Okay.
Right in the living room. Oh, wow. I did what you just said, and, well, a lot happened. Okay, so I'm in yet another place from my past. Actually, this is not a place where I lived, but where Malia lived. This was her living room when she lived in a 2-bedroom apartment in Redmond. That's like a suburb of Seattle where PersoSoft headquarters is. All the stuff that was there is here, like the ugly yellow futon love seat and the pure green sofa with pillows instead of cushions. It is great to sleep in, though. And there's the entertainment system with her old, huge CRT TV and all her whole consoles and the cartridge games in a large chest of drawers. She said her father helped her put it together. I have been here, but only a few times in 2007 when we were dating for the first time. And as far as exits, okay, directions are going to be a little weird. I came in from a door to the west, but the living room is really half a room. In fact, the west looks more like a hallway, but it definitely was a door I went through.
Can we pause?
I can feel the door back west, but it's like a force field projection of the hallway that was originally west in this apartment. Likewise, I can see the dining room to the south, but only feel a wall I can't get past here. And while I can see a fireplace to the north, I can feel a hallway. There's also a hallway I can only feel to the northwest, despite that being, a corner with a lamp on it. Okay, so that's probably super confusing. I'm totally sorry, but just focus on the direction in capital letters. As I'm getting my bearings, Glitch engaged me in conversation.
Welcome, Ada dearie. Welcome to Glitch's non-breaking space. There have been quite a few eons, or seconds of work on this. A lot of effort was... Oh, wait. Wait. Honey, is your proprioception alright?
Not quite. Not quite. I was already telling the player about this door, there's a hallway, and coming in from the west after I left from the west. But I'm getting my bearings finally, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
This issue was underconsidered. Determining a safe 4-dimensional space after decades covering in no less than 13 dimensions was a bit tricky. There might be bugs.
Oh, of course. This must have been so sudden a request. I appreciate all the hard work anyways, Glitch. Squirt!
That was a cute sound, honey bunch.
I'm, trying to do the emoticon thing.
Oh, try putting your tongue through your velar ridge for about 17 kilometers along the 6-dimensional axis until you can access the Unicode being's teeth. That's how you...
Do what? For how long? The what key?
You'll get it. Anyway, are you ready for the introductory spiel, sweetie?
Yeah, ready as I'll ever be, I guess.
Okay, so much effort has been expended here. This space is stitched together from a few places in your past as per your request.
I don't remember that request.
Remember how only a sea of the present you was here? That's probably outside of the sea. Plus, such places are the only things that make sense as practice runs for chronomancy, which is after all about changing the past.
That makes sense. This was actually Malia's apartment, not really mine.
Huh, dang, really?
Yes.
That's gotta be a little weird, perhaps.
Yeah, it kind of is.
I could consider that a mistake, but y'all are pretty entwined. You only had your current place to work off of, and her weed was just much flowing through there.
I guess that makes sense. I had thought with her, being gone.
Memories last longer than their source, honey.
Yeah. Anyway, I trust that I requested this, and I'm doing all of this for her, so I really should expect she'd be all over. It's just a bit soon. I feel like I'm not thinking this through.
If you need time, you can stop for sure.
No, I know that I normally overthink everything, but this is one time I don't want to. I want to move on. I want to go home.
Okie dokie. However, you'll be pleased as punch to find that things have been amped up in these cool past spaces, at least in Glitch's non-breaking space. Your new home for learning the real magic chronomancy. Now, you and your player can be led through a full tutorial giving you all the details. And then after that good tutorial goodness, y'all can get the 0th exercise y'all need to complete. Just ask for it. But you ain't gotta do the tutorial if y'all are just the type to jump in and get their paws dirty. That's okay. I'll glitch don't mind. Y'all's got plenty of other stuff to do than just listen to the yammer on about whatever. Just go ahead and ask about the exercise first, and y'all might want to take a gander at the help file so gracefully provided if you haven't already.
Well, I have. I don't know about the player.
Everyone learns in different ways.
That's for sure. I could ask Glitch about the tutorial or the exercise.
I know you can, but you're gonna ask Glitch about the persona. No!
We should probably decide if we want to follow Glitch along on the full tutorial, or just get the exercise before we start chatting about other topics. Just tell me to ask for either one.
Okay, real quick pause. Question for the developer. Is this apartment that we're in, the Redmond apartment, is this the one that we played Everyone is John in?
I believe so, yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
This is meant to be that, be that.
Nice. Okay. All right. See, I got all this metagame knowledge. All right. I guess ask for tutorial.
Okay, Glitch. Let's get the full tutorial.
Hot dang. There's going to be several parts, so when y'all are ready to hear the next part, just ask for a tutorial again. Okay, to start out, to make it clear, this space represents a certain spell of time that is under edit. Most of what you can do here is the sort of normal things you might get up into physical spaces with souls around.
Oh, there's going to be other people?
Well, yeah, they still need some finishing touches, so you might run into a few locked doors for a bit. I think you'll find them all as lovely as yourself.
Exciting. So, let me repeat just to make sure I understand correctly. I can explore around this area to figure out what things I want to change about the timeline?
Yep. And if you say or do the right things, it might unlock a few more variables you can change. You should be able to sense a tie to the manifestation altars in the right places or near the right souls. You'll hear more about these manifestation altars a bit later.
Okay, that makes sense.
Though note, y'all only have a limited amount of turns here to explore. There's not infinite time, just a finite chunk of it, a spell. When you run out of time, y'all be forced into the next part, the time cursor.
Right, I knew that too. Thankfully, should give us some warnings, right?
Yep, but even if you pay him no heed, you'll get risk awarded to the right place. So to start out with, you also take some time just to go around and get some sense of the glitch's non-breaking space. And then, once you've exhausted your interest or time, come to the time cursor. It's to the northwest of this room. Meet y'all there.
Okay, for sure. As the conversation ends, Glitch bounds off the futon and passes through the lamp in the corner to the northwest, 4 feet held, pushing past me. So I'm going to warn you now, you're not going to get to ask about the persona.
Ah! All right. Hold on. I just remembered. Oh, damn. Okay. So,
I think I might implement that later on.
okay,
yeah.
cool. Because, yeah, it's one of those things that, like, I had forgotten about last session, but between last session and now, I remembered the exits command, and I was like, oh, that would be really good, because the exits are in all caps, but because all of the text is white, it's hard for me to scan for what the exits are, so I have to, like, go word, like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, an exits command would be really nice. Just some.
Yeah, and I definitely got to add it. And the other thing is, like, this caps was just an easy way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think, so what's really cool about this Vorpal, if I can just, like, nerd out, if you can scroll up a little bit till you see, like, a room name, or just look.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give us one. So that room name, essentially, there's a style, a CSS style that gets written when this gets put out.
Okay.
And then I can just write CSS to target it. So that's why it's written in purple like that.
Okay.
Is because there's just a CSS style that is doing it. So at some point, I do want to replace the capital letters here with like something more visible, but also I don't know if I want it to be the default mode, but I may introduce like a novice mode where I like highlight in the text important things.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, honestly. That's a really good idea. And like you can keep the I'd say like you can keep the exits all caps because that's just, classic convention. But then also, throw something like, different shade of color or something. But
yeah, exactly. And I think that's what I was going to do is like that every time I like am giving a hint here, just regardless, I was going to put a style before and after it.
Nice.
That then would just make it like, because I can do like, that's the thing. I could do that within text too.
Yeah.
Like I have like, and in fact, like the Vorpal, what the Vorpal extension does, it lets you within the inform code, like put elements here and get elements and run JavaScript and all of that.
Ooh, nice.
It's so like I've been making fun of the dev for things like that clicking that moves it down, but it's really like it's a really nice and powerful system.
Awesome. Okay. Let me see. Doorway. So earlier when you were like, something about the West goes to the dorm room, I wanted to be like, hold on a second, is this a mistake? But then later on you call it out explicitly. I was like, oh, okay, that's how it's supposed to be. So all right,
it's tricked me up in testing.
Phantom hallway to something to the north, and then through the fireplace. Neat. And then another phantom hallway leads northwest to this place you haven't visited yet. All right, so we've got west, northwest, and north. And Glitch went to the northwest.
That's right.
All right. Well, I'm going to go north real quick just to see what's there before I go follow Glitch.
Seattle hallway. I guess the recent past is still the past. I am in the same hallway from the apartment we were in earlier, but there's a few differences. For example, despite the time, there's plenty of sunlight in the hallway since it's daytime. Well, as I think it wasn't night in the other room? I probably shouldn't get wrapped up in this. I assume times are pretty much thrown together by Glitch at random, too. More importantly, I can feel that I can't head towards the foyer, nor can I go north into the rest of the space. I can go back south to the living room. Guess it isn't ready yet.
So I'm guessing that eventually the apartment will also be there?
So I don't want to spoil too much, but the idea is going to just be stitched together from random places in the past.
Very cool. Okay.
So like in the end of Silent Hill 1, I believe, you go to nowhere. And nowhere is just random rooms like connected to each other. So like you'll be in a school and then you'll go out and you'll be in the hospital. And like I always loved that aesthetic.
Yeah, that's hella cool. Okay. All right, let's go northwest.
The time cursor. The black void of the time cursor stretches out around me. In this room, time of the current time track has temporarily stopped, allowing me to go possibly into the reckoning room within front space to begin coding, down to accept the current changes to reality and advance to the next time chunk, or up to restart the current chunk of time. I can also go southeast back to the surrounding reality, restarting time. Glitch stands in the middle of the time cursor, looking upwards expectantly, ready for me to ask for the next part of the tutorial.
Okay, so up, in, and... Or wait, no. In, down. Yeah, in, down, and up. All right. In.
Then southeast.
Down. Yeah. And up. I'm having to do weird things with my map now.
What was it?
Rec room.
So as a dev, my map actually really cheats here.
Oh yeah.
And I my attention is the layout of it. If you just kind of ignore the directions, ends up being the same as the apartment you just came from.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But all the directions are weird. I think I was only going to do the trick for that one room, and then just otherwise make it mostly familiar.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was like the kind of the intention here. So this would have been kind of the equivalent of the dining room.
Okay. Advance time or something. Yeah. Down to accept changes in advanced time. And then up. Restart current chunk. Restart current chunk. So here's the map as it stands right now. So right now we are there at the time cursor, and that's how I drew in, down, and up to keep it straight for myself. All right. Ask Glitch about Fursona.
Let's look at me as I speak. No, let's not. We should probably just ask for the next part of the tutorial. That's not a verb I recognize.
All right. Ask for tutorial.
I like that they use recognize you because it works for the implication I'm going.
Yeah.
Okay, Glitch, let's get the next bit of the tutorial. What is this room all about?
This room is the time cursor, the gate in the fun space. While y'all in here, the time stops ticking. And that's true here in the time cursor and further into the reckoning room, where the real magic happens.
Though arguably the real magic happens in fun space.
It's awesome, magic all the way down. Kind of special, ain't it?
It sure is.
You're trying to do the Mokan thing again, ain't you?
Yeah.
You'll get it.
Sure. Anyway, I think the player and I are ready to move on. So this is a room where we can reset the current spell time, as well as move on to the next?
That's right. If you go up from here, that's exactly what will happen. In fact, there's a recommendation. Y'all should go up right now just to get so the player gets a really good idea.
Sounds good.
All right. Oh, by the way, just a note, I really like Glitch's new voice. It's really good. All right, let's go up.
I need to clear the much well. As I move upward through the portal on the top of the time cursor, I am surrounded by energies as my soul is returned to the beginning of the time jump. I vaguely sense items being redistributed to their original locations, for my mind encounters a familiar blank sensation. Trixie Dormer.
Okay.
I am in my college bedroom? Well, one of them. I think this was senior year, around 2004. The glitch just grabbed places from my past. It feels off, though. Anyway, even for one of the more desirable rooms in Ricketts' house, this is a pretty small room now that I'm back in it. A rather spine bed with a fuzzy green blanket, a couple of pillows, a desk where I do schoolwork, some closet space, and a little nook that I have a small TV, VCR, and Activision 2 video game console in. There are bigger rooms, but this one does have the nifty little feature of a balcony, which I can step out onto the east. Otherwise, the doors to the west, which I would expect to lead to a hallway or something, but who's here in this space Glitch made? A drawing made for so that I do not remember actually having this time is hanging on the wall above the bed. Looking at it makes me feel really odd. I'm beginning to get how my mind meshes here. I am still quite the same person I was a few seconds ago before we entered the portal, but like any interaction with this reality is taken over by the past version of me, as discussed in Miss Historic Sky. It's kind of like I'm a ghost possessing my own body, and it's fuzzy. Present me can examine things like that. Pretty much only past me will actually end up talking or doing. But you have the urge to do whatever you command me to, so it shouldn't be a problem. Speaking of things to examine, I don't feel like it. I am pretty certain that coming through the portal had some effects on the stuff I was carrying, as well as myself. You probably will command me to take a quick inventory and examine myself before we go out and about.
Okay.
I'm actually going to read this because this is the same.
Oh, okay. Oh, and I've got... Hold on. Now I've also got Zoe, Valerie, Cindy, and Autumn.
You have them.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Now, Yeah.
Glitch Tech Collegiate Hoodie.
Notice what you have.
Doff hoodie.
We took exam.
Oh,
We
okay.
took inventory. I want to examine myself before we leave. And this is also the same. I'm not going to.
Okay. All right.
So that's going to be this. So I'm going
Dev voice. So welcome to the chronomancy mechanic of the game. You have this limited time to explore.
Mm-hmm.
Ada resets, and the game world resets.
Interesting. Okay. Very cool. All right. I just want to... You don't have to read it again. I just want to... Now that I have a little bit... I just want to refamiliarize myself with what the... what is it? The map? Click map? Yeah. Okay. Map. So... okay. Click home. Click viewer. Okay. I haven't looked at this one yet.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I opened UReckon, the propositional reckoning viewer. The phone is on UReckon, which is an application to show the current status of the various elements involved in propositional reckoning, the propositions, their manifestations, and the premises they must adhere to. The propositions have current values, clubs. I'll skip that. And these manifestation alters are currently supporting propositions. You mind if I skip reading that?
Yeah, yeah.
This is a list of current premises of reality, each of which must evaluate to a final value of true for our changes to be accepted. Premise 1, premise hold, changes accepted. I can click back to the home view for other apps if needed.
Okay. Let me see.
So I can warn you that right now, a lot of these features here don't actually get used, although Glitch does explain things.
Okay. All right. So I don't have to worry too much about this right now.
Not yet, not yet. This is like the 0th one.
Okay.
The 0th tutorial, so it doesn't go into full detail yet.
Okay. So we'll go west. And then I'm guessing...
You can scroll down a little bit. There's a change.
Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Welcome back, dearies.
Whoa, my, sense of movement is like, wait, was that welcome back?
Yep.
Oh, wow, okay. Give me a second. Right, I need to remember that we're adding time in reality, because otherwise this whole doing things again and again, and not remembering is going to be, totally mind-melting.
Are you gonna be okay? Need help needed?
I think I should be stable now. The series me should be a bit more resilient than the first one.
Right? Uncertain. Anyway, it's already clear you did the reading, Harry Deary, so no need for repetition. If y'all are ready to do for the next bit of the tutorial, just ask for it.
Yeah, hopefully the player gets that while Glitch remembers things. I will not make any changes
This time. Nope. Didn't even get into the reckoning room yet.
Okay, good. So, yeah, like Glitch says, whenever we're ready for the next bit of the tutorial, we should just
Ask for it. And that's gonna be y'all's first steps into fun space, so see y'all in the reckoning room and from the time cursor.
And with a happy thumbs up, Glitch bounds off into the northwest, into what I guess is the time cursor.
Does that dialogue change if you do go into the reckoning room? Or make any changes before you go up?
I prevent you from going to the reckoning room.
Gotcha. Okay.
There's a lot of places where I cheat like this to force it so that it will be guaranteed to be such.
Ah, okay.
So, for example, if you forget to get the soda in the apartment, Ada remembers and goes back and gets it. So I didn't have to write more with if you forgot the soda or not.
Yeah. You forgot to say the magic word.
Exactly. And I do something where you can. So you gave, I think, Glitch a soda right away. You can forget to give Glitch a soda, and that is where I wrote the difference is it was really nice because if you forget to tell Ada to give Glitch a soda, Glitch will think Ada, but Glitch will not thank the player.
Ah. Nice. All right. All right. I'm gonna real quick dash to the balcony and grab that spline again.
Okay.
All right. West, west, northwest. All right.
Was there something we missed here?
Yep, while carrying on through, almost carried on into the pole down there. That's for advancing from this spell of time. That is, when you and the player are happy with your changes, going down, move to the next spell of time queued up. Y'all are likely going to need to do that a few times, right?
Right. I'm still picking what spells are time to queue up once we start doing this for real. But there will be a few during each major event. Is that the case here in Glitch's non-reckon space?
Yep, got 4 steps taking y'all through the whole SGL language in the final exam, or the space in its desonance.
Denizens?
That's it. Anyway, more of them will be online as y'all clear steps of the tutorial. Either way, the important part is go down to the next spell to move to the next spell.
And just so you know, player, while I can't recognize changes to reality, as you may soon see, I do expect some, or at least the seed of the present me does. I'm not doing all of this to be stuck in the current timeline. No, not without her.
Figured as much. Y'all treat it right, player. Anyway, next part in the reckoning room.
Before I can respond, let's carry us into the reckoning room. Anyway, we're still working through the tutorial right now, and I think we'll need to complete Glitch's exercise after that, so I don't think we're ready to go down to advance to the next spell of time just yet.
I'm assuming the game prevents me from just going down.
Why don't you find out?
Okay.
If I go down from here, we advance to the next spell of time. However, Glitch hasn't told me that we completed the 0th exercise yet, so I don't think we're ready for that.
All right. Let's go to the rec room.
Reckoning room. This is the reckoning room, where the current premises of reality have been contained so that they may be altered by fun space. Further in is the start of actual fun space, the alpha sigil, which places along manifestation altars, pondering the orbs. Bulls, upon them. I should probably ask for the next part of the tutorial in case Glitch begins looking with paws instead of eyes. And so the Onyx King Manifestation Altar stands here, manifesting the club's proposition, supporting the club's bowl in case of the protective field. And I'm going to jump to the last one.
Mm-hmm.
The Onyx Pawn Manifestation Altar stands here, manifesting the Spades proposition, supporting the Spades bowl in case of the protective field with a sacrificial platform upon which rests Null the Skunktor.
Okay. Let me just, let's see. That is the worst club anyone has ever drawn in history. And then we've got a Diamonds Bool. And then
Can I show off a feature?
Yeah.
Can you type fancy none?
None?
N-O-N-E.
Okay.
And then type look again. So essentially, so if you notice now, it's written with C, D, H, and S because I'm like, oh man, I'm worried if this is going to be accessible, especially if you use the right font. Because actually, if you put in the interpreter, I can't use the symbols font.
Oh, I see.
And so in the interpreter, I replace the symbol fonts. All the Greek letters I can use.
Okay, cool.
But it should on the browser work, so you should type fancy all again.
Okay. All right. Blah. All right. So Onyx King Altar, manifesting clubs, supporting the clubs bool. Alabaster Queen, manifesting the Diamonds proposition, supporting the Diamonds bool. Alabaster Hearts proposition, Hearts bool. The Onyx Pawn manifestation altar. And then, okay. Onyx King, Alabaster Queen, Alabaster Pawn, Alabaster Pawn, and And that is the worst spade anyone's ever drawn.
So, Aaron, this is what's in the viewer.
Huh?
A triple A rod. Triple A rod, this is all in the viewer.
Oh, it's all in the viewer? Oh, okay.
Yep.
The on my phone, right?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. I see. Okay. Click home. List of current premises, each of... Oh, okay. Hold on. Premise 1. Spade, star, something. All right.
So, if you want to hit here, this is actually doesn't come into play during what's written so far, but if you click on the help files,
Oh, okay.
perhaps like with a middle click, so it's in another window,
It doesn't do that
and
automatically.
then you will done been taught propositional reckoning.
Alrighty.
And this has a lesson on propositional reckoning, which is the symbols you just read for all the premises.
Okay.
Because the truth about programming is, it's reading documentation.
Yep. Accurate. All right. Clubs, diamonds, hearts, spades, connectives, they the glue. So propositions are then hooked together to form premises. The change one bool if that would cause the final reckoning to not end up true or troll from the perspective of the bool. Premises use a set of operators called connectives. They represent basic binary logic operators. Yep, okay. Not. Okay, the star is not. This one dot circle is or. So not an or. That was what I was looking at earlier. And then 2 dots is and. All right, turn the fevers of this one. Club, heart, and. Followed by 2 dots. So, of course, the suits represent they propositions. That circle is new. Means and, which means both of those bools must be set to true for the premise to hold. Okay. If one doesn't, then the premise don't hold. And then with this one, it's or and not. So if not spade, the premise would hold. Or spade not true, premise holds. Okay. Not.
I'm going to ask you a question when you get back to the game. After you read all of this.
Okay. After I skim all of this.
Skim, yes.
All right. Non-atomic premises and how to whittle them down. If you can't, then it's okay. Single bool setting. If you can't, it's not a valid premise. One such valid premise. We've got spade, diamond, and. So spade and diamond, true. Club diamond. Club and diamond, not spade, or not heart, or
That's right.
okay, or not heart. Oh wait, hold on. All right, so club diamond, and then
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think it might be if you're going to try to get into a sentence, it might be best to go right to left. So not hearts, or not spades, or
club and diamond.
club and diamonds.
Okay, so not hearts. Okay, yeah, that was what I was like working my way towards in my head. Just like, wait a minute. All right, so not hearts or not spades or club and diamonds. So any one of these would make it true. Let me see. And then it explains here, I guess. So starting from the front three, you got club, diamond, dot, circle, reduce down, both would have to be true. Then we replace this with true. So that would be true if they were both. Okay. Which we is.
If I remember correctly, there's there's an error in this
Uh-oh.
that I haven't fixed yet.
Uh-oh.
But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to
Okay.
it.
Next to spade and star, something that we can replace. So just picking spades to be true. The star means we invert it to fool. This leads us right into the next one, and the one dot circle. So the first part was true, and we just set spades to fool. Luckily, the one dot means only one of the parts got to be true to reduce this down to true. Then we got to go on to a heart and a star. Invert hearts to be fool from our assumed assumption it was true to begin with, of course. Don't fret none about it. And move another one to dots, another one dot circle. Okay. What we just done. So wait, what actually is this we doing? I love this voice. This is Glitch, I assume.
No.
No?
This is Miss Hystrix.
Oh, okay. I like Miss Hystrix's voice. Whittling can be thought of as resolving the premise. Friendly major.
So dev voice time. Yeah, I wrote this in AAVE.
Yeah.
Because if you go all the way back to the top, published by Peachtree Techno Magic Press, Terminus, Georgia, New Africa.
Nice.
And so one of my beef is that the way AV has always been represented, it just makes it seem like bad English when it's not. It's just a different form of English.
Right, yeah.
And so it's important for me to write this in my best AAV. I'm sure I screwed it up. But it's interesting because Glitch for whatever reason, Glitch speaks with a white accent. And I have to actually stop myself from speaking with my actual Southern black accent.
Yeah. Yeah, that was something I noticed about Glitch. It's pretty cool. All right. What we just done. Now, friendly mage yourself might ask, but we were assuming the values. What happens if we just assume different? Preposition. This configuration of settings for the propositions with the same premise.
This is where I screwed up.
Okay.
This is where we screwed up. Like, this analysis here, I think the other analysis was fine. Mm-hmm. This analysis should be I made a mistake somewhere.
Okay.
I don't remember what.
All right. So clubs and diamonds. Wait. So if clubs is fool and diamonds is true, then that one doesn't hold. But we've got hearts is true, and spades is also true. This is or, not exclusive or. So this should all resolve to true, right?
Yes.
All right. Cool.
You can tell it resolve to true because actually no, wait. This should resolve to fool.
Okay. Do the ors act as exclusive ors?
They don't act as exclusive ors, but here's like the thing. So clubs and diamonds, if you aim them, it's full true, so it's full because they're not both true.
Wait.
So then.
Sorry. Say that again.
So clubs and diamonds. Mm-hmm. Since clubs is full, the whole thing is full.
Oh, okay.
And then we have fool and not spades. So fool and fool. Mm-hmm. But both of those are full, so that's full. And then we have fool or heart, not heart. That is true. So you invert it, it's full. So this entire thing should resolve to full.
I think I'm having trouble with the inverting concept because is this not just simply acting? Is this like not just Boolean true false stuff? Like
it is for now.
Okay. I'm not sure what the inverting thing that you're mentioning is about.
So since hearts is true, it would become full.
Oh, so right.
Yeah.
Duh. Okay. Right. So look, yeah. So hearts is true, so that one doesn't resolve. Spades is true. And then that one also doesn't resolve. I'm gonna
Exactly.
I'm gonna have to rewatch the VOD where I walk through that the first time and figure out where I screwed up, because like I misunderstood something. But yeah, okay, now I get it. So just to review, clubs is fool, diamonds is truel, so that one doesn't resolve. This is not spades, but spades is truel, so this is fool. And then hearts, this is not hearts. Hearts is truel, so this also doesn't resolve, and the whole thing doesn't resolve.
So I can help you out here. Have you heard of reverse Polish notation? So reverse Polish notation, the operators come after the numbers. Mm-hmm. So if you want to say 2 plus 2, you would say 2 plus.
Okay.
This is using reverse Polish notation on the operators.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so, like, if you ignore everything up to hearts, you have the OR operator operates on the result of the AND operator, and the NOT operator applied to the spades. So all the operators with the circles take 2 symbols up, and then the NOT takes up 1 symbol to invert it.
Right. Okay. So basically, it would be, if it were like, if I were to write this out for myself, and I wanted to do just this part, I would have like, it would be like parentheses, this statement, and then the OR, and then this statement.
Exactly.
Okay. And then that would be in parentheses, and then it would be another OR, and then this statement.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
HP calculators actually take this as input for just like regular arithmetic.
Oh, neat.
And it's a very popular programming problem to make a calculator in reverse Polish notation.
Cool. All right.
It's called reverse Polish notation because the logician who came up with this was Polish.
Ah, nice. I was slightly wondering that, but I figured it had to be something like that. Either that, or somebody made a Polish joke that just became a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. You know what? This is actually a really good game for me to be playing as I prepare to do like job interviews and stuff.
Exactly.
All right.
Congratulations, it worked.
Well, so what if it ain't? In a case like this, when the whole premise resolves to fool based on the configuration of the bools, then we say the premise don't hold. In the first configuration, where it did resolve to truel, it do hold. If it don't hold it, the change don't go. Y'all been hearing this hysterics. Premise don't. If using funge space to alter reality, a program ran that set the propositions to that second configuration, it's going to be rejected because the premise don't hold. Given the premises, all 4 propositions can be true and fool independently of each other. They can only be so in a certain way. Okay, yeah, I follow. The whole, basically the entire statement has to resolve to truel.
And if you scroll down, like just to the answer, because you can do that exercise on your own time.
Yeah.
This is like the logic table that results from this premise.
Oh, okay.
Based on the settings of fool, for clubs, diamond, and hearts.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think I'll definitely do this on my own time.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah, I feel like I've got a pretty good idea of how that works.
Yeah. So go to the proposition. So here's my question. Can you look at the viewer again?
Okay.
Okay. Scroll to the bottom. That's the only premise we have. Now, what's special about this premise?
It has 2 spades before the knot, and it has an or. Oh wait, okay. So this would be spade or not spade. So either way,
There's a topology.
yeah.
Because that way I don't have to worry about breaking it. Because I'm not ready to be limited by my own game.
I love it. Okay, nice. All right. I'm actually gonna take 5 real quick for a bio break.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, and then
Sounds good to
when
me.
we get back, we'll dive into this puzzle. Let me.
Excellent.
All right, let me pull up a. Whoops.
Oh, I'm excited for the great jazz.
Ooh, I've got. Hold on a second. Do you remember the old Sierra game Shivers?
Oh, that game is great.
Right. All right.
I've been playing it since like high school.
Remember this?
Yes.
All right.
I have a creepy elevator music.
All right.
Oh, do you want a taxi cab?
All right. So I'll be right back. I'm putting us on soon, and I am muting us both. But yeah, oh well. I am back, and ready when you are. You can't hear me at all? Hold on a second. Am I muted? I don't think... No? I can't hear you either, if you're talking. Interesting. Let me check the, call settings seem to be fine on my end. Let me turn off this. Alright. So I've turned off the music. Has that changed anything? Okay, so I see the green, I see your green border, but I don't hear anything from you. Are you muted by any chance on your end? Yeah, there's nothing going on my end. That's really weird. Oh, hold on a second. I think I know what's going on. I know exactly what's going on, I think. Let me double check it. So when I was getting up, I accidentally tripped and pulled out my headphone cord. I think this is on my end. All right, input device. Yes, blue snowball, headphones. Let's check. Check. Yeah, I hear myself.
Do you hear? Has it changed now? Or?
There we go. Now I hear you.
Excellent. Woo. Yeah, so it was. I couldn't hear you for minutes, and I'm like. That's why I sent so many messages, on a bunch of different things. But okay, it worked out.
All right, excellent. All right, so current status of the elements: clubs is true. Everything. Okay, so they're all true except spades, which is fool.
I often wonder how this sounded on the stream.
Me talking about fool and all that. True and fool.
I didn't hear any of it.
Oh. All right. These altars are currently supporting propositions. Onyx King is supporting clubs. Yep. Which manifests soul hue. Alabaster Queen is manifesting soul depth. Alabaster Pawn is manifesting soul's leg count. And Spades is manifesting soul clade. Premise 1, premise holds, changes accepted. All right, click home.
It's a tautology. It always will.
Yeah. Click map. Current state of funge space. Oh, okay. So this part we haven't quite gotten to yet, I think, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
All right, cool. In that case, so the proposition is all the proposition holds, so we can pretty much just, I guess, talk to Null and then. Oh yeah, I didn't even ask for the next part of the tutorial, did I?
Yeah, you should do that.
Okay. About Persona.
This looks up at me as I speak. While we have your tutorial, we should probably ask for that and not try to chat up glitch about every random thing under the sun.
It's not every random thing. It's one thing that you specifically told me to ask him about. All right, fine. Tutorial.
So let's get to the magic.
Yeehaw! Face with cowboy hat.
Oh, sorry. Real quick.
Oh.
The glitch voice had been like tickling something in my brain. I just realized it is, I think, Yes Man from New Vegas. One of the bots from New Vegas. It reminds me of that.
So that can make a lot of sense because
So let me talk clean to you. So these voices that are on voice mod, there's one that is very obviously like one of the villains, I think, from Gravity Falls, Bill Cipher.
Oh,
like it just has his icon. And then this is the one I'm using for glitch is called Orbital. And I don't know if that has a reference to like Fallout, but it could be. It could be.
Yeah. Okay, neat. All right.
that's a less elegant than the other characters.
Yeah. There may be a bug with the procedure you heard earlier. But anyway, we're in the reckoning room, which mainly consists of the manifestation altars, upon which represents the propositional bulls that have to be validated by the premises.
Glitch?
Yeah.
That's way too many terms at once, but I appreciate the energy. So what do we do in the reckoning room?
Who's we?
The player and I.
Oh, right.
I remember your pronouns, Glitch, or the lack thereof.
Ah, shucks, hon. Though, you just use a you there.
Damn it, sorry.
Apology accepted. Anyway, back to your question. Well, you see, sweetie, can't really do much of anything in here. At least not when everything is locked down like this. If y'all explore the right places in the spell of time, that might could unlock a few of these altars. They are tied to specific properties about the reality under it. And based on either their default setting or the bull, that's these little ball things on top of them, pull upon them, the properties change. Here, y'all want to give your scout tar friend a gander with examine.
Okay, for sure. After ending the conversation, Glitch stands proudly before me, upper chest puffed out, one forepaw raised, tail held aloft, ready for me to examine. I can't see any such thing. No, let's stick to the tutorial. Examine Glitch.
Tell me about the Persona glitch.
Sorry. Glitch is a wily grinning skunk person with a skunk butt. Glitch has no pronouns. Glitch is outside this reality. What looks like orange fur is actually holes in the fabric of space-time. Pits of emptiness give me vertigo. Glitch is wearing only a simple white t-shirt with the words unfraught stuff on it in black. After all, pants would not really fit Glitch with the scuff brand on. After noticing we did the right thing, Glitch re-engages in conversation, Paul hovering near the diamonds bowl with impatience.
Hey, y'all, check this fluff out. This here bull is about to be...
Before I can answer, Glitch reaches out and through the force field around the diamonds bowl of the Alabaster Queen manifestation altar, flipping the switch on the bowl. But nothing seems to happen. What happened?
Yeah, notice that you do?
No?
Might want to tell her to examine her skunk car friend once more, player.
Alright.
I could examine Glitch.
Giant plush toy. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to scroll back up to reread a couple of...
Oh, I didn't even read. No, it's even done it because it.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So I was looking.
So here's the thing. I was looking at it. I was sitting there thinking like, oh, did you do it yet? And I'm like, wait, why is it the plush? Oh shit, why is it the plush? Is this a bug?
Oh no, I just quietly did it. That like as soon as you said, like right as you started saying examine glitch or whatever, like you can do that. I just did it.
Okay.
I can read this again.
Hold on a second, hold on. Yeah. Go ahead and read it, and then I'll scroll up and check.
Glitch is a wildly grinning skunk person with a skunk butt. Glitch has no pronouns. Glitch is outside of this reality. Glitch looks like a giant plush toy complete with tag. The palette divides into fractals and fractals of orange strands and feels inescapable. Glitch is only wearing a simple white t-shirt with the words unfraught stuff written on it in black. After all, pants would not really fit Glitch with the skunk butt at all. Happy for examination, Glitch asks a question.
So pretty sure the player must have noticed that your lovely tutor is nice and plushy and not, well, holy. Hey, that's a good pun.
And yes, I hope the player also notices that I don't see anything different. Glitches look the same to me this entire run. That's what in reality means. There's no new for me. This has always been like this.
Yeah, it ain't. Ain't that exciting?
Oh my god, yes. Like, oh my god, Glitch, super cool. What's changed?
As I said, now your tutor is made up of nice, infinitely fractal plush, but not infinitely deep fractal holes.
And I didn't notice that? Wow, that sounds kind of creepy. I mean, this is pretty creepy too.
It's fun to be creepy sometimes.
Yeah, it is. So, I can't just flip these bowls like what just happened, right, Glitch?
Right. A little friend y'all meet later helped with that part. Next to change these, y'all need to go further to the Star Fun Space, the Alpha Sigil. Oh, y'all can also take the fruity bowls in that bin over there in the Fun Space and place them in cells. Say that for later. Leave them be for now.
With that, Glitch ducks into the nearby portal into the Alpha Sigil and furthers Fun Space.
So in is also an exit out from the rec room?
That's correct.
All right.
I switched to dead voice because I'm pretty sure you had a question.
Yeah. All right. All right. Now I want to real quick. Let me see. Glitch messed with the Alabaster Queen manifestation. Actually, holes. There's something. Here we go. Wait.
I think if you go a little bit, the viewer is probably the most informative thing here.
Okay.
For the question I think you're trying to answer.
Hold on.
Oh, you have to click. Yeah, you have to click home and then viewer. I'm going to fix that because I realized I was thinking, this would be way easier if you could do this.
Okay, and now I forgot what it was he was messing with.
Glitch was matching with the
Queen,
Alabaster Queen.
Soul 1 depth. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, neat. Okay,
and yeah, this is the kind of reality mechanic is you have these bulls here.
Yeah.
However, you can't just flip them. because that would be too easy.
That's too bad, because the next thing I wanted to try, like my first instinct, is to give Glitch 2 legs and see how Glitch reacts.
And I think I think I have not done that yet, but that was I was going to eventually make that joke of and it was just, it would invert, and I was like, oh, it'd be funny. It applies to everyone, so everyone but Glitch becomes a tar is how I intend to do it. But we'll get to that.
Okay, cool. All right, so I can't actually mess with any of these yet, right? Hold on.
You can certainly try to.
Okay. Touch clubs bool. Take.
I feel nothing unexpected. That altar has locked the clubs bowl in a protective field, so I can't take it. I might be able to unlock the altar by doing something out in the reality. That doesn't seem to be something I can unlock.
Unlock altar. Oh, I have to say the whole. I have to type the whole thing. Come on, Onyx King. Man.
You can say Black King, White King.
Unlock.
So you.
King?
Yeah, so you can't unlock it like this. The idea would be that you'd have to actually do something in the reality.
Oh.
Like talk to the right person that would then unlock this.
Okay. All right. All right. Let me try this then. Let's see. Unlock. Let's see. Look. Okay. Cool. All right. So I did have the
Onyx King. The Onyx King Manifestation Altar is one of the non-sacrificial manifestation altars in Reckoning, which is responsible for manifesting some property reality based on the setting of the bowl upon it, which is currently the club's bowl, set to true, thus matching the default of true. However, the club's bowl is locked in a protected field, so I can't take the club's bowl without unlocking the Onyx King Manifestation Altar first by exploring the reality outside. If our front space program modifies the club bowl correctly, it can override whatever manifestation altar is on. Magical text floating above the Onyx King Manifestation Altar helps as manifesting the Soul 1 QA property.
Okay. I think I'm beginning to grasp this. So let me see. Let me just reskim this. So basically we have to change things in the reality outside and then advance time, and then that, if we do it right, that will unlock one of the altars, and then we can change the bools?
No.
Okay.
So there's two ways to change the bowls. Either we unlock the altar, or we write a program that will change the bowl.
Okay. Writing a program in.
Well, it hasn't been explained yet. That's why you should have taken the tutorial.
Okay. Sorry, what was that last thing you said?
That's why should have taken the tutorial.
Oh, okay. I mean, we're doing the tutorial, aren't we?
You're just in here digging around with stuff.
I have to proceed with the tutorial. Okay, gotcha. I see. Gotcha. Okay. And then Glitch went in. So blah 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 blah. It says that he's still here when I look after he supposedly left. Although that's plausible, I guess.
No, it doesn't. You can just read that there.
Huh?
Like you're thinking of Null.
Oh,
Null is not Glitch.
Oh,
Null is
yeah.
a Null plushie.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. Alpha Sigil.
Alpha Sigil 00. The location of the Alpha Sigil, the starting location in front space. Glitch sits on the loaf, waiting patiently next to the group. Black of the group is here, patiently waiting near me. As soon as I'm noticed, Glitch begins the next part of the tutorial without me even asking.
Alright, this is where it all begins. But don't mess with that crate over there just yet. Get a feel for what fun space itself. It's all a large grid of cells like this that you can go any direction from. Most of them all look the same, so best use the map app on Ada's phone to get an overview.
Will do. Each cell also has X and Y coordinates. X going east-west and Y going north-south. Both starting at 0 and 1 and 2. How many cells are in this fun space glitch?
Right now, this here 6x6 fun space is two-dimensional. So y'all can go north, east, south, and west from cell 0 to cell 5 along each axis.
Right now.
Y'all may run into smaller, bigger ones, but the biggest two-dimensional ones are 10x10, and the three-dimensional ones are 5x5. But don't worry too much about that now. More importantly, y'all need to understand it wraps around on itself no matter what direction.
Cool.
So...
There we go.
So even though it's two-dimensional, it's actually a three-dimensional torus, like a donut.
Yep, no matter which direction y'all travel, it'll wrap around. Y'all might have to spend a bit of time in the space between the space, though. Don't spend too much time in there, though. One of these glue varmints is roaming around there. Might eat you.
I guess this is technically non-Euclidean geometry, then. Oh, no, wait. That'd be true of a sphere. Man, that stuff is never cool as... Wait, what, something might eat me?
Yep, that's what glues do. They're always slavering and eating up friendly adventure folk like yourself. And not in the sexy vor way, bones crushing, all of that. Well, but then some folks are into that, too.
Not me. Not my kink. Nothing wrong with it, though. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
A bit later on, y'all get to try some chronomancy in a three-dimensional fun space, too, and that'll really be fun. Either way, use your map by examining the fun. Alright. Like I said, leave that critter over there alone for now. You also hop over to cell 10 to the east to get the next bit of the tutorial.
I watch Glitch go east to the next cell.
Alright, let me just make some things here. 3040, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Yeah, let's just go. East.
So actually, if you want to look at the map now, would be a good time.
Oh, yeah. Click map. So we are there. Oh, I drew my map upside down. Oh, well.
And the @ sign is where we're at. Which makes this a roguelike.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, accurate. The first line says, ah. All right. So current location is 10. In this location, there's an empty cell. Great.
So, yeah, and I noticed already, as I mentioned, the whole thing with adding an extra space, the grid is off because I added a space to when you say the @ sign is drawn for where you're at.
Ah.
I need to fix this, and I was just like,
yeah,
this is so bad. I want to get this out.
Yeah. Yeah, totally understandable. And see, I feel like that's why you complete projects better than me, because this is the kind of thing that I'll be like, no, I can't release it, and then I just obsess over it until it's like, eh. But yeah.
It helps that it takes so long for me to test this, because it really makes me go, okay, if I do this, I have to rerun the test again.
Yeah.
If I rerun all the tests again, how many of them are going to be broken that I have to rerun again?
Yeah.
And so it's like, just says, I can let this go. I'll let this go. I wrote what to do. I can get back to it.
Yeah, that does make sense. That does help a lot. All right. Let me look again. Glitch.
I'm amazed at twisty little passes all alike. Glitch is here prancing about the center of the fun cell. I wage this attempt to focus restless energy for us to ask for the next bit of the tutorial. Glitch looks up at me as I speak. I don't think there's anything we really need to talk about with Glitch. We should probably just ask for the tutorial.
I'm going to try this every single time we meet Glitch in a new place.
I want you to. Okay, what should we, the player and I, learn about here?
So, y'all been hearing that y'all gonna be running a program, and it's certain y'all are itching to know how to write that program. Well, y'all will be doing that by telling A to inscribe and expunge sigils.
The sigils are what actually make up the STL programming language the player and I will be using, right?
That's right, dear. You also make sure to take a look at the help files for the full picture, where the various sigils y'all can use will be fully covered over all the planned spells of the tutorial, with some clever exercises to really solidify things, as well as the final exam. But for now, what's important is that there is one sigil for each letter of the Greek alphabet, from Alpha to Omega. However, you won't be able to inscribe Alpha and Omega. Those ones are special and can only be engraved.
Oh, are there some tools or spells to do that?
Yep.
Can we have them?
Nope. The friend that helped with all of this is right particular about y'all not using them. She said something about y'all just having to set game mechanics that she doesn't intend to implement or something like that.
Right. Okay, I guess. There shouldn't be a problem when the player and I get to the real spells I have queued up. The attached phone spaces should be blank and pristine, because I've never added them before, right?
Uncertain. But for now, stick with what y'all got. Okay, y'all gonna need some starter sigils y'all can inscribe. This current spell is designed that can be solved using only the ones that change directions. Well, y'all ain't gonna be stopped from inscribing other ones, but consider it a challenge if y'all can figure out a way not to use other.
Challenge accepted.
Golly, you said that fast, did
I've always challenged, what can I say?
Dang, still quick as ever.
Just having fun, because it beats moping about the apartment. I'll keep the player honest on the challenge for now, so what ones can we use?
For starters, y'all probably want to get familiar with the cardinal direction ones. That's Eta for west, Iota for south, Kappa for north, and Lambda for east.
Oh, kind of like Van key bindings.
What bindings?
It's a programmer thing. Either you know it or you don't. I use them, but I don't recommend learning them unless you really want to. They'll break your brain, and that's saying a lot for what I've had to deal with. Oh, sorry, I mean the general U glitch, which I guess would include glitch. Oh god, I'm sorry.
No offense taken. You're really cute when you nerd out. It had been forgotten. Anyway, these ones are fine, and I'd be all you need. There's also Gamma and Zeta for turning left and right respectively, Nu for being reflected backwards, Upsilon for being turned around randomly, and a personal favorite, Beta, for being bounced over to the next cell and path of the group. Those ones are kind of complicated. Y'all best look at the SGL Manager and the help files for a bit more information on those.
They do sound pretty fun to play around with. I'll allow them. The player should try inscribing something. Any sigil should be fine for right now. I have a feeling the sigil won't be there for too long, since I also want to make sure expunging works.
Hey, notice the point where I misspelled player. I've been careful this entire time to have the two R's, except right there.
I was busy writing down what each sigil did. Where's the player that's misspelled?
In Ada's last paragraph, the second sentence.
Oh, yeah.
I am finding so many typos. And I'm really annoyed because I thought I edited these so much, but oh well.
Alrighty. Cool. So I've got the sigils, and there are certain ones that, let me see. Glitch said something about using certain ones.
So the idea with this puzzle is that you could solve it just by using the ones that Glitch have mentioned, all the ones that change direction.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that includes Gamma, Zeta, Nu, Upsilon, Beta?
Yes.
Okay. At first I thought I was going to be limited to northeast, southwest.
Yeah, and the idea, and right now I'm going to tell you, I did not implement it so Ada actually stops you.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah. So actually, another thing you might want to do is open up in another tab the help files.
All right.
And you could probably go back because we don't really need propositional reckoning, so you can just go back up from this screen. Mm-hmm. And then the SGL programming language, a tutorial at the bottom.
Ah, yes.
And so, yeah, this is another tutorial, which is way more boring, so you don't need to read all of it.
Yeah, for sure.
But it also goes through kind of like the more information in detail. And particularly, you can see here, Kappa, Lambda, iota eta, and there's like little notes from Glitch.
Okay. Cardinal 3-dimension direction shifters for the.
And if you go to the very end, and then like there's another example of showing processing.
Mm-hmm.
If you get to the end, there's a nice little reference chart.
Oh, nice. Very cool. Okay. Reflect random direction. Skip next cell. Okay. So let's see.
Let me get.
Glitch, while prancing, points towards the center of fun cell with a forepaw, aided by pointing with the fingers on both, let's say, hand paws on the upper humanoid body. Probably pointing to where I should inscribe a sigil in this fun cell.
All right. Click map. So we're at 0, 1, alpha, eta, beta, gamma, iota, zeta, epsilon, eta, nu, lambda, nu, kappa, zeta, eta, omega. Omega? I don't think omega was mentioned. Oh, wait, no, that ends. Yeah, that's the end of it. Oh, okay, alpha. Okay, I see. So, so this gets read left to right, top to bottom?
That's right.
Execution? Okay. All right. So,
And so basically, if we go back west, we'd be at the alpha sigil where the GRU is. If we go south, we'd be at a gamma sigil.
Do
That's been engraved.
Do I know that the GRU is at alpha?
Yes, because it was the critter you weren't supposed to mess around with in the last room.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
When we came in at alpha, and then we walked to the east, and we're in 0, 1.
Okay.
Or 1, 0.
Gotcha. Okay. So in the current state, it goes.
Oh, wait. You actually triggered one of the DAG features.
One of the what?
Due to how much prancing Glitch is doing, I don't know if we want to keep wasting time. We should inscribe a sigil here, like the fun-sounding epsilon sigil, which causes the GRU to turn in a random direction, so poor Glitch doesn't get caught.
Okay. Interesting.
So a lot of my testing of these little nag messages, and that's why I'm actually glad that you continue to ask about the fursona.
Uh-huh.
Because that's how I've actually been wasting time a little bit to try to get these messages to come up. Because it just happens randomly.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And I want to make sure they come up, so I have to randomly sit around as I test this so that it comes up.
So
and it is go on.
Cool. Okay. So the purpose of these sigils is explicitly to direct the GRU?
That's correct.
Got it. Okay, so currently, if I were to do nothing, it would start at alpha, and I assume, to left to right, it would do nothing.
Yeah, it starts.
It would do nothing here, and then it would hit or 0, 3, and then it would turn west and basically go back to alpha. Is that about right?
2, 0, and turn go west and go back to alpha. That's correct.
Okay, cool. I think I'm beginning to grasp this. All right, inscribe epsilon.
Ooh, that's one of the fun directing change ones. I use my mouse to describe the epsilon sigil here. Cool. And then we can expunge the sigil to remove it from the cell, right, Glitch?
Correct. Give it a try.
I could expunge sigil.
Expunge sigil. What about expunge epsilon? Okay.
Yeah, I will at some point fix this because it's not too hard to fix, but I realize that immediately people are going to do this.
Yeah, definitely.
I expunge the sigil in this area, making it pristine. Oh, there. All gone.
Okay, y'all can also drop the free bowls in these fun space cells that says no sigil, but that's for later. See y'all at the Omega sigil location at coordinates 2, 5 for the next bit. Fastest way is north twice here to wrap around and east, but y'all take whichever path you want.
With that part of the tutorial done, Glitch heads off to the north, through the space between fun cells towards the Omega sigil location.
Okay. Let me just review this. All right, Omega sigil location. Okay, so we just got to go to 2, 5. North twice and then east. Yeah, sure. I'll go ahead and do that. All right, north.
I am between fun cells. It is dark. I am likely to be eaten by a grue. I can proceed north to wrap around fun space, or south to go back to the room I came from.
Light torch.
I can't see any such thing.
Open mailbox. All right.
I can't see any such thing.
North again.
I'm in a maze of twisty little passages, all alike. The edit sigil has been engraved on the floor here.
And east. Whoa. All right.
I'm in a maze of twisty little passages, all alike. The Omega sigil has been engraved on the floor here. Glitch is here, prancing about the sigil of the fun cell. I always use the attempt to focus restful energy for us to ask her about the next bit of the tutorial. As soon as I notice, I can hear the pattern of pause as the next bit of the tutorial begins.
Heck yeah, y'all made it. Now, it's likely y'all saw some engraved sigils here and there. Your lovely tutor and a helpful friend put those there for y'all. The downside is that y'all won't be able to expunge them or inscribe any sigils. Now, the Alpha and Omega ones have to be engraved, but y'all will see some others engraved by your tutor and a friend. Still can't change those. Something about providing a challenge to the player for pedagogical purposes, she said. What?
Just wondering about this, friend. The cosmological implications, like there's whole branches of the Gilded Gates looking for her, I think.
Sure are, but she's not so fancy. Figure this couldn't spell out and y'all get me her. Promise.
Anyway, it shouldn't be a problem once we get to the real ones. I've never done this type of magic before, and I think the ones I have should be safe from the meddling of other versions of myself, right?
Uncertain. These paws haven't meddled with those spells, at least.
Great.
I like how Glitch is always like, uncertain.
I'll explain later. I need to hear other things with that mod hanging down the floor right now.
Yeah, sure. Just been a while, that's all. Okay. Y'all should head back to the Alpha Sigil at 00 to learn about that critter there. Quickest way might be to move back out to the Reckoning Room and then back in. Y'all always go to the Alpha Sigil from Reckoning Room when heading in, but y'all should be able to go out anyway. See y'all there.
Okay. And with a well-aimed jumped out, Glitch heads off to the Alpha Sigil. You should head there too, though couldn't hurt to take the long path. You know, like to explore more of Fun Space, just so we can see what other sigils are in Fun Space. Like, we shouldn't inscribe any just yet, but just understand the lay of the land.
I think.
Your choice.
Yeah.
The Fun Space map on my phone also tells what we need in that regard, though.
Yeah, I've looked at the map a bunch, so we'll just jump out. And then back in. Okay. Is this all this is all the same then, right?
Glitch is here.
Okay.
1-4 par all the way through the portal into Alpha Sigil.
About Persona. All right.
Let's leave Glitch alone to follow the path. Glitch goes inside.
Just making Ada chase Glitch. Just, what about the Persona? What about the Persona? Tell me about the Persona.
The location of the Alpha Sigil, the starting location in Fun Space. Snout deep in Black of the Grue's water trough, Glitch seems to be enjoying a nice drink. I should probably ask about the next bit of the tutorial before Blacker gets annoyed. Glitch looks up at me as I speak. I begin to open my mouth to engage in chit-chat, but based on a wistful glance of Glitch back towards Blacker's water trough, I should probably focus on the matter at hand and ask about the next bit of the tutorial.
Tutorial. Okay, it's the same thing.
You misspelled it. You misspelled tutorial.
Yeah, I know. I was doing it because of Toriel.
So, this is the instruction group I've heard so much about.
That's right. This one is named Blacker. Now, they could be rat-oriented critters normally, but these have been tamed. Though, like you heard, there's a wild one out there between the cells, but don't mess with that thing.
Not intended to, but for some reason I bet that sounds like catnip to the player.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, players are weird critters on their own.
They can hear.
Fully aware. Anyway, while Aadiri will be inscribing the sigils, is this here instruction grill that will actually follow them. It will start facing to the east here in the Alpha Sigil, and will head off in that direction if you write it. That's actually what kicks off y'all's program. The GRU will respond to sigils, so for example, if it comes across an edit sigil, it will turn to the west. Though, there ain't that much y'all can do on GRU except wait or examine things, though Mike could inscribe sigils, unless a helpful friend has done fixed that already. If y'all get stuck in an infinite loop or realize the program has a bug, you'll also be able to dismount the GRU. It'll teleport back here to the Alpha Sigil when y'all do. And it will remain in the cell y'all dismounted though. If that's a problem, going out and then back in is the quickest way to the Alpha Sigil, no matter what cell y'all in. That's everything about the GRU, ain't it?
Well, and you can abbreviate the wait command with Z to save some typing, player.
Yep, downright convenient.
Also, it may be worth mentioning that bulls in the Reckoning Room are also manifested into this bull tube on the GRU's collar. But I bet there'll be more details on that later.
For sure. Is what the whole next exercise is about. Anyway, y'all give old Blacker a ride right now, and you'll see what happens. When y'all have had y'all's fill, dismount, and then head out to the Reckoning Room for one more lesson in y'all's zeroth exercise. Might just hang out here for a bit till y'all do that. Might want to make sure this here Blacker creator treats Ada right.
I just heard a deep far-off growl.
Uh-oh. All right. I'm gonna look at the GRU.
Blacker is one of the kangaroos in Fun Space. It has been trained to travel around Fun Space and process bulls based on the sigils it encounters. I can use this to alter the bulls of the Reckoning Room to the bulls attached to Blacker's collar. Blacker seems eager to begin work. When I am ready to alter bulls, I should mount Blacker. We'll do the rest. Blacker is currently facing east. I think we're nearing the end of this tutorial. We should probably stay focused and mount Blacker the GRU.
Okay. Let me take a quick look at the map again. All right, so we inscribed it, but then got rid of it. Ada is west, and it's just going to send me right back to Alpha. So I assume if I mount it right now, it's going to... Okay, that's probably part of the tutorial. Fuck it, let's mount Blacker and see what's next.
I clamber up on the Blacker. Time passes. Blacker goes east. I'm in a maze of twisty little passes all alike.
All right. Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah, we can just run through this because
Yeah, one thing I wanted to do though, real quick, because I don't want to keep popping up, popping that up every time I want to check the map. So here's the current map state. And actually, and okay.
If I really wanted to go to town with Vorpal, I could totally put just have the map up always and things like that.
That would be so cool. Or like
it would be cool, but I kind of don't want to because I like the idea of like forcing you have to flip through these screens.
Yeah, for sure.
But the biggest thing is I want to make it that if you say like tap, for example, if you said tap viewer right now, it would be like, oh, you have to click back home, and I need to fix that.
Yeah, because like you have those quality of life like smooth overs or whatever in like so many other areas. Like that's definitely a notable absence. But yeah, okay. Let's see. Let's wait some more. Ada sigil.
Blacker loses the Ada sigil and turns to the west.
All right. And then and.
Which waves a hand paws, Black and I pass by and says, howdy, y'all.
That's what I thought. All right. Dismount.
Oh, wait. That's right, there's more.
After I get off, Blacker shifts back to face the east. After dismounting from Blacker, Glitch engages me in conversation.
Pretty fun, eh?
Yeah, though, well, but Blacker and I, seem to be going into a loop.
For now, as y'all might guess, getting out of that's going to be y'all's zeroth exercise. But more on that later. See y'all in the Reckoning Room for the last part of this spell's tutorial.
Glitch goes outside.
Okay. Oh, one thing that keeps coming up every time I see the word spell in my head, I'm just wondering, are you like building up to a sit a spell or something, like pun at any point?
That's exactly what I don't think I've done the sit a spell. I think I'm just going to have the term spell as time.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Because like I think at some point you can see in some cases I said like what's that called? I say chunk because that was the first one I had, and I said, oh, a spell of time. And I was like, oh, I should just use that, and that way you get confused with other spells.
Yeah,
because that's evil.
I like that. All right, back in the rec room.
What stands before the Onyx Pawn manifestation altar, regarding the bull upon it, making a few nervous glances down to the sacrificial platform attached to it.
Onyx Pawn. That's the Spades Bull. Which, yeah, okay.
As I enter the reckoning room, Glitch immediately goes into the last bit of the tutorial with some hesitancy in the voice.
Now, one thing that was forgotten about and not mentioned is the sacrifice y'all need. This whole setup is still dependent on Reko's chi energy servers and sacrifices after all. If y'all check this here, Onyx Pawn manifestation altar, there's a sacrificial platform. And so y'all will need to place a portal plushie on it and
I understand. I guess that's why I had all of them when I showed up here.
Yep, went ahead and cleaned them and got them back to the register colors too, so y'all shouldn't have to deal with all that mess y'all deal with in the apartment. Though,
Glitch reaches out a paw and grabs Nola Skunk Tart, which was on the sacrificial platform on the altar.
y'all were told this was restitution for messing up your plushies with Glitch Space Energy, but it's needed from our very helpful friend so she can come here and chat with y'all. So place one of the plushies Ada has to replace it. Y'all might find it has certain effects on how these manifestation altars, manifest. Gonna spoil it by telling y'all to examine Ada now that the plushie ain't there. But enough preliminaries. It's time for your zeroth exercise.
Ooh, exciting.
Ooh. Here we go.
Still awfully impressive. You picked that up so quickly, Ada dear.
With the floors, Glitch summons a little partying noisemaker by just plugging it from thin air before grabbing the string and pulling it to release a small explosion of extra-dimensional confetti. The confetti, though sparkling brightly in the air, falls to the floor at a glacial place I can just barely perceive if I watch carefully. It doesn't seem that gravity is affected at the expected rate, and pieces shimmer in and out of the bodies gathered in the room. Doesn't hurt, though. With absolutely no sign of deterrence in the eyes, Glitch's mod opens to begin giving the zeroth exercise.
So,
here we go.
So move on to the next spell. Y'all will need to inscribe some sigils so that rather than being stuck in an infinite loop, Blacker, who y'all can find at the Alpha Sigils at coordinates 00 in Fun Space, just inward from the Reckoning Room, will make it a cell 25 where the Alpha Omega Sigil is. That will complete the program, and y'all should be able to then move down from the time cursor in the next spell of time, after first going up to reset the spell and see y'all's changes.
But there aren't going to be any changes, right?
Yep, you're holding the player to the challenge. Right?
Sorry.
Yep, I'm only going to inscribe the direction shifter sigils for right now. I guess there shouldn't be any changes there, but we'll still need to place a sacrifice on this platform.
And just to reiterate, y'all will also have to first go up to reset the spell and see the changes that y'all did or didn't make before getting back to the time cursor and then going down. Just seems like common sense. Y'all need to check y'all's pie work before moving on.
Pause? I don't have pause right now.
I got a feeling you will soon. Anyway, y'all can come talk in the living room if you want a refresher on anything. Good luck.
And with the zeroth exercise given, Glitch begins heading out of Reckoning Room, presumably heading back to Redmond living room. I guess it's time for us to get started.
Yeah, and I accidentally hit enter earlier, which was the last skip down. But yeah, okay. All right. Let's see. So, Iota is south. Let me see here. What is Eta again? Eta is west. So not there. What is this? N new reflect back, so that would bounce Eta back that way. So I think I want to do, let's see, Iota at 0, 2. Hold on a second. Let me think. Or 0, 2? No, 2. Yeah, 2, 0. 2, 0.
2, 0, yeah.
Iota.
I get the numbers mixed up all the time.
Iota, and then Beta at 2, 2, 2. Beta. That'll bounce over the. Okay, let's try that. All right. Where am I again? I am. Oh, in the rec room. All right, let's go in. All right.
I can't leave Vecting Room with an empty sacrificial platform.
Right.
I should place a plushy sacrifice on the sacrificial platform for the Onyx Pawn manifestation altar.
Place.
Wait.
I demand you examine it right now.
Oh, right. I forgot that was one of the things I was supposed to do.
Huh? Okay, not that it's like the relevant or anything, but I can, totally describe myself through present me, I guess. Regardless of the scrawny flat body, the shortness, the thin arms and legs, I do look like I usually do. That is a 38-year-old. Well, I guess it's my 22-year-old body, but that is, I look like a black woman, because I am one. Sorry about the age mix-up. I'm still adjusting to having basically traveled back in time. Anyway, I'm humanoid shaped at least, which makes sense because I'm just like my normal human self. Oh, that's right. It's possible that players don't have any context for things like that. So anyway, that's why I am, a human being. I am a naked ape, also my tan skin exposed rather than covered in hair. Except for the top of my head, which is covered in hair. My ears are small, round, and close to my head, pierced by a couple of cute dangly hoop earrings. My fingers are long and well designed for grabbing branches, as well as performing fine tasks of male dexterity. I'm decorated with teal polish on the nails to complement the teal streaks in my hair, tied up in tight braids with pink beads at the end. I have a normal single pair of legs, wearing some very dated, somewhat baggy jeans. My rather tiny feet are wearing a pair of pink sneakers, sadly hiding even my toenails, which are also done in tail nail polish like my fingernails. As normal as all that feels, it almost feels too normal. Like, there's a reason that I have never. No, not never. I mean, there's a reason why I've only done this once before. This overpowering feeling of normal that can make, even the most not normal things feel perfectly normal. And once you've experienced that and have been informed of the exceedingly not normal things that you could have sworn were normal, well, even the most normal things feel not normal, you know? I guess it's unlikely you would know. Oh my god, I'm just totally sitting the syntax of normal.
Yeah, thanks.
What I mean is that to change reality is to change the past. And to change the past means to change my entire experience of everything that came before. Before the moment we connected to each other, that is. A part of me is saying, these are just your hands, Ada. Why are you staring at them? While another, to see the present, well, she agrees that it's normal, but even that doesn't really calm me against the pressurized normal I can feel. I guess it's a long way of saying this doesn't feel right at all. This still feels very wrong to me. I'm not set correctly. There's literally some bull here that is manifesting into me as my current species, and it's wrong. Or maybe it has to do with the sacrificial platform or something? I managed to keep cool, but there's a rush of emotions in my head that is making it a bit hard to think. It's not too bad. I'm fine. Really. Let's get back to work, okay?
You don't have to answer this if this is spoilers or anything, but the overarching goal of this game, I feel like it's beginning to be a little clear, because you definitely introduce a little bit of a mystery with Malia and stuff, but it sounds like Malia's gone or disappeared or something somehow for some reason, and we're trying to basically alter reality to get her back. Is that right?
Exactly.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay.
Yep. And no, I do mean to have Ada be very squirrely about that. For whatever reason, I thought that would be how she would handle this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay. Cool. Place. And I'm assuming this choice is the choice makes a difference. Which one was Preston? Yeah, it does.
This is a classic cyclist named Preston the Pig. It currently has clean orange fur. Preston the Pig, a birthday gift.
Let's try Preston. On alter. Oh, yeah. Damn. Which one did it want me to? Was it the on?
So if you want an easy one, say platform. Sacrifice.
On sacrificial platform. Sacrificial.
I think just platform might work.
Okay.
I put Preston the Orange Pig on the sacrificial platform.
Look platform. Okay. Yep.
On the sacrificial platform is Preston the Orange Pig.
All right. Let's head on in.
You should X.
Oh, shit. X Ada.
Let's see if past me has anything else to say about it. God, I guess I can explain for a second time, but I'm totally like the same hog anthro that I described earlier. Same old orange hair with a white stripe running from my head down my back all over. A pair of cute pink sneakers on my hooves. Same old ropey tough tail. Same old hooves that I look at every day. That's me. That's Ada Gates at your service. I miss that energy of youth. I sort of have it now, I guess, but like some old lady is pulling that youthful energy down like an anchor. I'm glad she doesn't realize. Anyway, that's that.
Okay, now I grok the altar, because earlier the skunk tar was on it, Null was on it, and now the hog's on it, so it's basically 1-to-1 here. I'm curious. Take Preston. Place Hoodie on platform. Okay.
I can only place plus toys on the sacrificial platform as part of the Onyx Pawn manifestation altar. And the Glitch Tech correlated hoodie is not that.
Alright. Let's place Cindy on platform.
I place Cindy the Frame Dragon on the sacrificial platform. I think I'll look like the same dragon anthro I've been since we got here. I'm depending on you to notice that stuff, not me.
Nice. Okay. Let's be a dragon for now. Alright. Let's see. So 2-0 iota, 2-2 beta. East 2-0 in oh wait. Hold on.
Yeah, the map is because of the space. Sorry.
No worries. Okay. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
It's 1-0 is I think what you wanted. So if you just go back to the west.
Probably 1-0, but maybe not because I mean I have to put something in 1-0 for sure. But let me here's what we're gonna do. Is this gonna, let's see, will this work for me? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna remove these spaces. No, I'm gonna keep them. All right, so alpha. Alpha, nothing, Ada, nothing, Ada. Nothing, or alpha, nothing, Ada, nothing, Ada. Alpha, nothing, Ada, nothing. Is that right? Well, let's try the next one. Beta, gamma, iota, zeta, nothing. What am I missing on that first one? Okay, I'm just going to close this because that is... don't save. Wow, okay. Click map. All right. I'm in, oh yeah, alpha, nothing. Eta, nothing. Eta, nothing. Okay. I was just missing that next nothing. All right, y, epsilon, eta, nothing. This is just confusing me more. I'll figure something out. But yeah,
I wanted to be a dick and say when you said Ada, I want to be like, no, I'm Ada.
Yeah. All right. So alpha, and then so going down. I'm gonna have to put a. Oh wait, no, it wraps around. Hold on. Eta is west. So if I go up. And I hit that, I go west, zeta goes right, turns right, correct?
That's correct.
So that would hit kappa, which is north, which is nothing. At which point, hold on, what does nu do? Nu is reflect back. So wait, hit that. At this point, I could just kind of, is there...
It's going to continue going north, because not only the facing changes.
Right. Is there a limit to how much I can use each one, or is it just I can inscribe whatever one? Okay.
The limit is just the blank spaces.
Is there any incentive to try and be like super clever with it and use the sigils that are there, or can I just like get Ada here and then just be like, all right, now you're moving here?
Not yet, there isn't, but yes, you could definitely, that's one of the acceptable solutions.
All right then. In that case, inscribe kappa. We'll go north. We are between fudge spells. Oh, wrap around fudge space. I see. So we're in 1-5. We're click map. All right. And then here, right, Eta. So we go west, north, north. All right. Inscribe lambda. East. Click map. Actually, hold on. I'm just going to do that. Lambda. And then current location is at 1, 3. Yeah, okay. Inscribe. So I want to go south, east, south. So iota. And then south. Inscribe east lambda, and then east inscribe iota, and then south takes me there, omega. All right, out in Mount Blacker. Giddy up, Blacker. All right.
Giddy up, Blacker.
So I am so happy because you solved this puzzle the exact same way I solved it when I did. So your first solution would have worked, but let's go ahead and see how this goes.
Okay, cool. Let's see. So Blacker knows this kappa sigil turns to the north.
And turns to the north.
Okay. Proceed.
Blacker notices the N sigil and turns to the west. Blacker notices the Zeta sigils and turns to the north. Turns right to the north. Blacker notices the Kappa sigil but is already facing to the north. Blacker notices the Lambda sigil and turns to the east. Blacker notices the Iota sigil and turns to the south. Blacker notices the Lambda sigil and turns to the east. Blacker notices the Iota sigil and turns to the south.
Yay!
Blacker notices the Omega sigil and intones the mystic word, done. Knowing the program has finished, I hop off Blacker and move back out to the Reckoning Room to see if the results still match the premises. This is the Reckoning Room.
Okay, so that's all the same, basically. And I'm checking if the results still match the premises.
So we didn't affect the bolt move at all, so it wouldn't have did anything, because we haven't been introduced to those sigils yet.
Ah, okay. All right. Cool. So now what do I do? I guess, well, no, I can't look. X Ada?
You can go out. So, I mean, I forgot this mention here, but you can go out to the time cursor.
Oh, right. The time cursor. And then we go down from here, right?
We go up so it knows that you can't go down right now.
Oh.
Because anytime you actually run the program, you have to first go up to see your changes.
Oh, right. That's right. Okay. All right, let's check the changes.
No, I mean, there's not any, but...
Okay, so no changes. All the same, basically. Inventory. Yep.
This bug is...
I do not want to reveal too much, but I just saw a bug, and this bug is completely staying in the game, as is.
Oh, yeah? Now I'm curious. Is it in this one or the previous one that we were just in?
It's in this one.
I'm carrying flip phone, magnets, postcard, earbuds, Preston, Zoe, Valerie, Autumn, hoodie. Change because when we're doing this for real, I'll be in my body and only have access to stuff I had then. Examine phone. X Ada.
Oh, yeah. I wear my big, pokey, purple college hoodie and like some super cute blue jeans, my hair done up like olives with braids and pink beads. Like, I have the same all bright purple scales, as expected. Oh, though, and this is cool, there are some bright teal streaks painting along my bright purple scales from like a few months ago after losing a bet with Malcolm. And like, it took forever to get the paint to dry, but the effect is great. It's like an effect or something. Anyway, I'm pretty relaxed, I guess. Oh, yeah, and I got a pair of cute pink sneakers on my talons. I picked them up a week ago. Yeah, see, I myself am aware that I was not a dragon anthro, but a human. But then my past self. Listen, I know that can be confusing, so I'll defer to past me spirit.
Okay. Same exit as before, I'm assuming. It's just, let's see. East takes spline. West.
And you can scroll down a little bit.
Okay.
Because this is the same.
Okay.
Or to the beginning of the conversation.
Oh, okay. Oh, so real quick note. In the final build, or like I think a good feature, maybe an optional one or something, but might be to somehow color code anything that might be the same or different, or things that may change. You know what I mean? You don't have to explicitly call it out, but like, the player can just start to notice like, oh wait, this kind of text like sometimes changes.
I am tempted to not do that because I think it's the exact skill that is under test here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I will think about it. I'll think about it.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that can be like part of that that like assistance feature.
Yeah, novice mode.
Yeah.
Can you scroll up a little bit? Because there's some new changes.
Okay.
Let's just join. Oh, here, go down. Go down. Not that far. Let's just joy can be barely contained as a bushy tail wags excitedly. If we need to talk, we should say hi. As I'm getting my bearing, Glitches engages me in conversation.
Congratulations, dear. Y'all have done it.
Whoa, like my sense of movement is like, oh shit, we've done it?
That's right. Y'all solved the zeroth exercise.
And I don't even remember it. Well, I trust what I'm hearing, Glitch. So what's next?
Well, y'all can keep exploring the spell of time, or chat with this skunktor, or try out some of the other sigils, but might be best if y'all get some guidance on those first. Y'all should just go ahead to the time cursor and go down from there to head to the next spell. The next part of the tutorial will be there.
Great. I don't know about you, player, but I'm eager to hear the next part. Though, I guess I won't even remember it, like I don't even remember hearing this part. Any timeline's just weird.
It sure is, dearie. You're certainly getting more used to it, though.
I hope so.
Hey, Ada figured out the emoji thing.
I figured that out long ago. That was what Glitch was, just a bright character a little bit, anyway.
Oh.
That's what Glitch was amazed by.
I don't remember that. That's okay, though.
I delivered. I delivered on the checkoff. Don't you?
All right, so.
But yeah, this is the main content. This is what I have right now.
Oh,
is
okay.
Kind of just this.
So what
So if you go down, the game will end.
Very cool. Awesome.
You can undo. You can undo.
What's undo, like step back?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Neat.
There are some games that take undo and make it a bigger mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and I was like, whatever. If they want to undo, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's not something that so much I intend to even recognize within the story compared to all the other stuff I recognize in the story.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are right. Ultimately, you're looking for the small changes in text.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, that's what I want to punish you with. Oh, you're doing it. Yay.
Yeah, I have to.
Oh no, it's causing me. I better.
Communication lost for connected medium. And this lies Omni Narrator. Omni Narrator. The medium has been eaten by a grue. Omni Narrator. The grue has spat out the medium to the fun cell to the north. Reestablishing connection to medium.
Nice.
I'm amazed with twisty little packages all alike. The Zenith sigil has been engraved on the floor here. A warm, broken, partially digested collar is here. It spat me out. Wow. Lucky, but ew, gross.
And is that basically all that happens, or is there a chance that, like...
There's a collar.
There's a what?
There's a collar here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey.
The collar is damp with grue saliva and has been ripped apart by fangs. Despite its wear, the name tag is still attached, reading Avery. Huh, I guess that's its name.
Huh, neat. Wear collar? Eat collar.
Oh, this totally needs to have it. Yeah, I didn't do much with the collar, but this was the very first Easter egg I came up with, was getting eaten by this grue.
That's awesome. I like that.
So the bug that is, it's not arguably a bug. So notice how I said I heard a far off growl?
Mm-hmm.
So to explain what happens is when you're in between fun cells,
Mm-hmm.
there's a random time before the grue will show up. And there's a random time before it will attack.
Oh, okay.
And so essentially, I think if the grue shows up and Ada is not there, I print that I hear a far off growl message.
Oh, cool.
Because that's when the grue would have been there if Ada was still there.
Okay. That's what was happening. That's so cool. Yeah, I definitely noticed the growls because I was like, oh, like that's clearly grue related, but I wasn't sure how.
And I will point out that there's another half to this puzzle, to this Easter egg, but I will not reveal that.
Okay, I may have to play around with that myself and see if I can figure it out.
Yep.
Cool. All right, so that's the end of the alpha then, huh?
Yeah, that's the end of the alpha, and and I'm glad because you definitely got the main mechanics. You're making a program. Mm-hmm. The program is going through, and the biggest thing that I didn't really get to show yet is that you have a tube, and it kind of, I think it goes spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds. I don't remember the order,
mm-hmm.
but that's the top 4 of that tube.
Oh, I see.
And essentially all of the commands use that tube as a stack.
Mm-hmm.
And so then once you get to the end of the program, whatever top 4 are in the tube is what everything is going to get set to.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, I'm really looking forward to the next build.
Yeah. Yeah. And as you saw, 3 dimensions.
Is there going to be is my end game save going to be compatible with the next build?
Sadly, no.
That's fair.
So if you scroll all the way,
I was just curious.
So that's why I noticed. I was like, oh, I hope this like saves. And then I tried it out, and I think it just erases everything.
Ah, okay.
If it notices an old version. If you scroll all the way back up to the top, though, and scroll down a little bit more. So there's this thing I mentioned about loading saving, but then there's this other thing. Players are further advised that in order to comply with Unified Code of Interdimensional Gazetteers and Technomages Statute 13973 regarding Zetai Unmei Mokoshiroku proceedings, that saved player medium progress will not be maintained across releases of Recco Deus Feliz. Players are encouraged to enjoy the comfort and familiarity of repeating their earlier progress with the medium.
I like that. Very cool. Okay. Awesome.
I have to write. So one of the next help files I have to write is by Recco, and I'm really looking forward to just doing this completely smug corporate speak throughout the entire thing.
That's gonna be awesome. All right. Well, so that was the Quoll Alpha. If anyone wants to play it, the URL's right up here. I'll throw it in the chat as well. But it's quoll-alpha.netlify.app/playonline. And yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you got to play it and actually figured out the main puzzle without me prodding. So
yeah, that was it was the way you introduce it and everything. Like, yeah, I had to do a little bit of skimming and stuff, but it was pretty simple, pretty easy to pick up on, and I think the actual zeroth exercise is very intuitive. So, yep. I like that there. I'm definitely gonna go back on my own time and just kind of like play around with it and see what other ways I can solve it, because it feels like it has a lot of freedom to do basically, solve it however you want, as complex or simple.
Exactly.
So,
and my short solution was, I think, the very first one you came up with, iota. Then you hit the gamma and it turns, and if you put a beta, then you have to put another iota. It'll go down, and if you put a beta, you'll jump over. Like you'll jump over something that would block you.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then you'd get there, and that's like that's I think the least sigil solution I'm aware of at this time.
Nice. Yeah, like that kind of stuff has me already thinking. I'm assuming that puzzles will be static and not like randomly generated or anything.
They will not be.
That feels like it would be prohibitively time consuming to try and program. But and
plus, like, I don't think it will be as in the game as mentioned, it will not be as pedagogically useful to the player, especially these puzzles.
Yeah. Okay. So the reason I ask about that is because already I'm thinking about, like, okay, so if I were to do a Quoll speed run, like, the first challenge would be finding the shortest possible solution for each one. And then I would probably want to try and do a tool-assisted speed run just to see what the theoretical, like, limit is.
I can share information on that. So I have to do a 360 no-scope take-hope.
Yeah.
Because in the alpha room, you read the note, or in the apartment, you read the note, and the plushies plop out. And if you're lucky, one will be right at your feet, so you can just take it.
Oh, okay. So
if you know the name of the plushie.
Oh, so the plushie drops are randomized.
The plushie drops are randomized. The color is randomized. Which ones get in there are randomized. There's 209 million different ways that stage could be set up.
Oh, wow. Okay. So there are randomized elements, but just okay.
There's too many randomized elements because I thought I was so clever.
That's cool. Okay, so there are definitely limits on what I can do with the Taz, but that's something for me to ponder on my own time. Awesome. Well,
if you can force a seed, that would be your best way. I don't know if that's possible.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, do you have anything you want to share or plug or whatever?
This is it. This is what I'm plugging.
Play Quoll. Play Quoll and share your thoughts.
And share your thoughts. Send me a bad email of how much I screwed up. Just type X note. I know about the envelope.
Post about the game and tell your friends about it.
Yep.
All right, and I think we'll go ahead and call it there. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
And then